Hello everyone and welcome back once again to Unity of Command 2. I'm playing the DLC which is about to come out in about 1.5 weeks or so, I guess. Maybe that's more like 2 weeks. I got early access and well, that means I get to show off at least a few of the missions here. I'm not gonna show and spoil everything before the game gets released. That would be no fun. Yeah, I will start here though. So, at least to show off a few of the missions. It's 1942, and we have the Soviet side Don campaigns of 42 and part of 43, I suppose. After the successful encirclement of German 6th Army in Stalingrad, the Soviets will adopt an opportunistic approach across most of the front. This will see them striking a successive series of devastating blows to the Axis armies in the east. These offensives will be planned on the move and continue unabated until the Red Army finds itself both overextended and seriously weakened. And we're playing on Classic here. As always. And that's where we are. I really don't want to buy any of these. They're pretty bad. Let's just read this stuff. As the war in the east entered its second winter, the Soviets laid plans for counterattacks along the entire front line, from Leningrad to the Caucasus. However, Rzhev and Stalingrad would be the focal points. Here, in the Stalingrad direction, you will command several fronts, with the ultimate goal of advancing from the Don to the Dnieper. And in the south then we'll read: the German 6th Army is about to be surrounded in and around Stalingrad. After this, you must solidify and expand the encirclement to crush any hopes the Germans may harbor for relieving their besieged forces. To this end, your next goal will be Rostov, the capture of which will isolate Axis forces in the Caucasus. A further push to the Dnieper would in turn isolate Crimea and bring about the complete collapse of the enemy's front line in southern Russia and Ukraine. Okay, let's, we have 300 prestige. Let's take a look. Southwestern front under Vatutin. Southwestern front will be your primary formation during this campaign. It will deal the opening blows of Operation Uranus and might end up conducting the finishing moves on the Dnieper. The troops of Southwestern front will have no time for rest as they dash from one operation to another while having to deal with a rapidly expanding front line. Nikolai Vatutin led Southwestern Front. An optimistic commander, he would often overestimate the capabilities of his troops. When Stavka translated Operation Saturn to Little Saturn, he vehemently insisted that the decision be reconsidered. During Gallup, he revised the operation to be more ambitious after some initial failures. Vatutin showed creativity in battle and an offensive mindset. Great swaths of land were retaken under his command until he was killed by Ukrainian partisans in 1944. And then we also have Stalingrad Front. The Stalingrad Front was formed from remnants of formations that had shattered during the summer's retreat to Stalingrad. It would remain mostly on the defensive until the launch of Uranus, after which it would strike up along the Don River until reaching the Mias. During its advance, it was renamed as the Southern Front. Level 3 engineering is highly advised for this HQ. Okay, probably not immediately, I would think. Andrei Ivanovich Yeremenko held high-ranking positions from the early days of the war, commanding both defensive and offensive operations. While doing so, he was wounded on several occasions and gained the confidence of his superiors. Determined and with a steady hand, he was handed the pivotal task of holding Stalingrad. Later, he would command a large part of the forces that shut the trap around Paulus's 6th Army. He was succeeded by Rodion Malinovsky due to illness. Right, well, let's get both of these to 10, and I want at least set piece attacks for both of them. I guess let's at the very least get level 3 engineering then, if they say it's so important. That puts me to 50, which is pretty low. I would like to get to logistics for these guys as well. As much as I like creating pontoon bridges, I think if I have to advance very quickly... Oh, I'm not allowed to... Oh, that would be 50. Oh, I see. I guess I'll have to do that next time then. We have only Uranus here. It's November the 19th, 1942. With the end goal of encircling German forces in Stalingrad, Operation Uranus was destined to be a decisive moment in history. The Red Army would strike the Axis flanks on both sides of the city. Their flanks were manned by Romanian forces that suffered from a chronic lack of effective anti-tank weapons. The Soviets went to great lengths to conceal their troop buildups. However, the bulk of the enemy panzer divisions were heavily engaged in the ruins of Stalingrad, rendering them unable to react either way. And yeah, there we go. We're starting the conference there. That's okay. It means we'll be buying very little troops at the start here. With a bridgehead across the Don, our northern grouping should strike first, as it has more ground to cover before we reach Kalach. One day later, the Stalingrad front will be unleashed from the south, also aiming for Kalach. If all goes well, the enemy will be surrounded, and you can then proceed to tighten the noose around the city and its surroundings. Forward, ensure that the fascist 6th Army never leaves Stalingrad. So we don't actually have to take Stalingrad. Here we have Abganarovo, turn 3. And that's, I guess, the end goal for them. Let's also immediately take a look at enemy rail. Cutting them off there. And there, they do have airfields here, fair enough. These guys are... Okay, so for most of the other stuff, actually, the Germans are in quite a dire position when it comes to supplies. Indeed, fair enough. That makes sense. I mean, they were. The Chir River, turn 3. Kalach na Donu, turn 4. Sovetski, turn 4 as well. Outer Ring, turn 5. And the Inner Ring, turn 5 as well. It seems like there's no deployment. Okay, and our supplies are also not that great everywhere. And we have a bunch of forces here. Kinda weird the way that goes. Let's start racing the mechanized down. And the thing is my units can probably still only have one support unit. All of these will be here for 2 more missions, 3 plus. So I actually want to take their anti-tank and probably put something else in there, depending on my other units. But even the ski troops here or the sappers will be better. Are there any units that will not be here for another mission? Some of these, but definitely not all of them. These guys are on the Don front, which is different because these are all Stalingrad front. How about you? 2, 1, 1, 1. But these guys have T-70s. 5 and 4, 6 and 5. I should... well, let's see. You're only at 100 though. Yeah, let's just take the sappers here, and I'll put them on this rifle division, I guess. Let's see. I want to swing these guys down too. I'd rather break through down here and then up than so close to Stalingrad. I'm not convinced that everything here is all that safe. And I really don't like this, actually, for example. Especially with that artillery, which is the absolute worst. In fact, can I destroy the bridge? Maybe it's for the better if I actually demolish it. I think it is. And let's pull you back too, and then we'll see what my opponent will do. Or the AI, I guess. Weird that they cannot get in that hex, but I guess that's okay. I have to go pretty far next turn, but fair enough. Move you there. Dawn front is up here, so I can't really do a whole lot with these units. You're not coming back either. And you are, but they're full strength. I actually don't so much like my position here either, to be completely honest. And I feel at the very least I should be pulling back from these places. Maybe not from Katluban. But it's a 100, so I can actually take the risk. Okay, well let's get started here then. Southwestern front has all this. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look to push these, I guess. I need to... break through there. Do I need to do the same with you? What does it do? I'd rather do set piece attack then. one left now. They can't get very far. Well, the thing is, I actually need to get here by turn 2, which is probably also quite tough. The thing is that if I want to move in there, indeed, rather, I need to get cavalry there and armor. They cannot get through either way. Right, well, let's try to get as close as possible for the moment. I'm not so sure about moving these. If I move them here, then these guys are just gonna attack and they're gonna get wiped out. So that's probably not necessarily a great place to be at. Oh, okay. Okay, that's also gonna hurt. Where do they get their supplies from? From this thing? Yes, they do. Okay. Apparently one of the few units that can deal some serious damage. So that the rest of my forces can move on. But even now they still cannot get through. It's really great. They can only move along the path of those units. What a disaster. Okay, well, that was terrible. Jeez. No, I cannot take away any of those currently. If I put this to 2, I might actually be able to get this to 0. I think it's actually worth trying out. Getting them unsupplied for a turn. And then I guess the Stalingrad front. can go in here. This hex. Probably best if they move out. Okay, so for southwestern, the units that are not in supply currently. Do you lose your supply dump? Yeah. They might as well stay there then. How is their supplies going? Okay, I guess from here. One thing I can do is do that. And they will lose at least their that extra status, I suppose. Which also needs to happen for me. Those guys can go back though, but oh, you're not getting supplies now. Let's give him a dump. And you'll stay there. What do you lose? Some operations. Most of my units are already capable of reaching that, so maybe not. Okay, so they're gonna kill the cavalry. Ugh. Wow. Yeah, I was afraid of this. I forgot about these guys. Well. Interesting. Not the end of the world, but... I mean, they killed my cavalry. That really sucks. Not gonna lie. Okay. I guess I'm upgrading southwestern. You wouldn't be able to cut off the... Well, maybe you do actually through this way. Let's see. Oh, I get transport. Transport is nice, but indeed it didn't cut off the enemy, sadly. I will also make sure that that cavalry will not have supplies anymore, I guess. That's probably the best approach. But I don't think I want to actually attack it. Yeah, I'd have to put it to 3, but it still works. Yeah. Of course. I knew it. Game gets you every time. Gets you every time. They always punish you. Always. I actually left you there. Holy cow. That's dangerous. Let's do this and this. Nope. I even find these to be a bit exposed, to be honest. Actually, I don't have to stay on that rail line at all. The rail line is of no consequence. So let's go, actually. Probably better that way. What will you lose? Logistics. Yeah, fine. These are still in supply, so it shouldn't be that bad. Okay, 1, 2, huh? Just trying to give my regulars a bit more experience as well. Now everything there is cut off except the armor. I should have moved here. Crap. Okay, well. No retreat, eh? Well, I guess they're gonna suffer. I need to take down their armor before I can actually attack at the chair. The armor is the most dangerous. So, I guess... we do know that they still have the Romanian armor. Which probably won't be a doozy either, but let's go here. I need to take down this Romanian unit first. And then the cavalry. Huh. These are also all regular, so they can't really do any serious other attacks. How likely is it an overrun? 90. But I don't like that 3. I don't think I want to take that gamble. One, 2, 3, 4. You'd think they can go there, but I guess not. Always in supply. Well, let's take the cavalry, I guess. And I'm sure that armor will come out and attack them, but then I can, I guess, take the Chair River next turn. Not a particularly amazing turn of events, but I guess it will do. They can stay there, I suppose. Block them off. Funny that inner ring at least is still exposed. If they want to move down, try to attack the cavalry, which they're likely going to do. I'm not so sure how happy I am with that ultimately. What I will do is move you into that city and you all the way here. I will destroy that. So that you can go in here, and now they have the broken bridge in front of them. And this might allow me to take inner ring turn 5 relatively easily. The armor really needs to go this way. This is really bad. They're very far away from each other still, so not super excited on that outcome, but let's actually see, because in reality I actually might want to strip a rifle division here to help out. They can be out of supply for 1 turn, that's not so bad. Same for you. Yeah, there's no reason to move it. What I do need though is to block them off from taking that. So and these guys can also go to 7. So again, I should probably strip the units that are not going to be here for that long. Any 1s, for example, and give all those units at least to a 3 so they turn into 7 strength units whenever I can. Oh. Just wanted to see which ones may have a 1. None of them. Except these. And these tanks, interestingly enough. They won't be back. I'll be stripping them of Katyushas. Okay. Huh. Weird movement, that. Okay. I have to take up Gonorovo this turn as well. Let's start with that. Another 4, but okay, well let's move this way, finish them off. No more threat from that side, so it's still okay in terms of supply. Abganorovo is empty. I should have resupplied it, damn it. I cannot do it still from here. Okay, well. Anything they have here now, at least, is cut off. What I will do is this. Now both of them are supplied. Seems like Kalach is empty. And anything they have here now is cut off, especially up here too. We can see that for most of that stuff it's cut off except for this. They're probably going to build new supply depots there. I guess that's fair enough. I can never reach that one, but I do need to get to Outer Ring. So I might just as well go there. Outer Ring is likely empty. If Abganorovo is empty, I would wager Outer Ring is empty too. An interesting question is whether I should continue further towards Sovetski already. I need to take Sovetski next turn. Just like Kalach. One, two, three, four, five. I could technically attack it from here. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need. I mean, I have to get closer, because if I don't, like yeah. That's not great, I guess. Getting in a ring turn 5 with them like that might be a bit of a problem, but I need to move down front closer. It shouldn't be that bad. Yeah. Almost didn't make it because of that third army, jeez. Is that crazy? Nice. Do like that suppression. And haha. That is tricky. Because spending 50 is a lot. Let's go for that one. Okay, any units? I'll be here for 3. You. So you're getting the extra XP here. Well, it's not 3, but I guess it's fine. Let's get a move on. They won't be able to attack next turn already, so it's fine. Seems like I cannot yet attack them even now. I could try to get their supplies there. I'm sure they would find that to be problematic. Yeah, so that's that. Now, like I said, I think Dawn Front itself needs to go and move. Let's go here. And here. The problem with these is they can at least attack still one more turn. Not so sure how helpful that's going to be for them, but I guess it will help me in getting them supplied in a sense. Oh, great. Of course, they have no supplies there. Crap. Let's get that one to 1. And this one to 0. Then basically I will establish a new one with 2 over there on turn 4. As it is. It's the best I can do there. How are you guys not supplied? Just sheer not lucky. Misfortune, I guess. That's the word, I suppose. Will you be back? One more mission. I guess it matters then. I even got them upgraded. That's... Don't necessarily like going for the paid option here. So both of these can actually go to 7. And I will continue to strip units. Yeah, crap. It's pretty impressive. And I also cannot get there. That's even more impressive. Okay, let's surround this thing. Which units are gonna stay here the longest? You are. Would be quite nice if I can get those upgraded to veteran. Is the same for these. Okay, I cannot deal with these guys yet. If okay, got the inner ring. Get you into Collage. Okay, you there. You in here. Take the outer ring, move back. They still haven't really made a whole lot of supply dumps here. I mean, they have those. Let's see. And the armor here here, so it's still in supply, and I can actually take the Caucasus. The rest of that stuff is okay. They can't attack from across there. I would be a bit afraid that they're gonna take that, so I'm blocking the way here. Of course, they do have some forces which are out of supply in that area. This is also quite vulnerable. There we are. Also on the Dawn front, I would still need to take care of reorganization, but we're working on it. You'll be back, and you'll be back. Same for you. 3, 6, so they can also go to 7. I'm not getting the the rail line either way, so doesn't really matter in that sense, but it's a good thing that I'm keeping units here then. And I do need to be able to supply these as well. Okay, that's looking reasonable. Unsurprising, they started getting a big supply dump there. Let's continue one more turn. Just farm some experience on my units. And XP for my headquarters. I want to get to the bridge as well, at least. Okay. It would get deployed down there. That's not an issue. That though is pretty important. Okay, well, like I said, let's take at least your Katyushas so I can reorganize those later on. You'll be back for 2. Any units that are only here for 1 turn will be stripped, and the stuff will be given to those that have more. You'll be here for 3. Let's go and give you some XP here. Even if it's just the free upgrade. That certainly still is better than nothing, I suppose. I'm just not even gonna come near that. That's absolutely fine. You're a 3. You're a 3. It's just a 1. You're 2. Let's keep you on there. Down front. Nice. And they really want to take Kotluban. I will allow them to take it, but at the same time I'm gonna smash these just for a bit. They'll be back up to full strength, these guys, and I'm actually a bit concerned. One thing that I could do is take this. But they have some armor in there so that I'm not necessarily too excited. Well, especially since they have armor there, which is actually doing okay. I also actually think this is probably the last turn that I'm doing, since these guys are undersupplied, and like I said, I'm a bit afraid of what's coming here. Given that they will be having good supply again, so. I will end it after this turn, actually. See, this is just not... Yeah, exactly. That is exactly what I was afraid of. I can't really deal with those guys very well. So let's end the scenario. And we get Uncle Vanya, which way to the bridge? Win the Uranus scenario. During Operation Uranus, a column of advancing Soviet tankers encountered 2 German soldiers and a peasant on a cart. After dispatching the German soldiers, they asked the peasant, Uncle Vanya, which way to the bridge? And the peasant pointed them in the right direction, and they eventually reached the Kalach Bridge on the Don, thus closing the ring around Stalingrad. Alright, not too bad for a first mission. That was that. Let's take a look what that does. You can see here that they are now encircled. After the upcoming strategic conference, we'll have Little Saturn and Kotelnikovo. So those will be there. We also get Voronezh front here, apparently. Either way, so Little Saturn and Kotelnikovo will be that after the conference. So thanks for watching this one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Take care. See you then. Bye-bye.